Welcome back. Dynasty stock market. What up? We're out here making moves, making cash, kind of post draft.
Stonking.
Yeah, dude. Me and Lunis's biggest buy last week.
Malik
we're out
Willis.
here. Malik Willis. I said I guarantee he is going to be a Steeler by the end of the night. Could have been a Steeler about 3 times, and they passed on him 3 times. So
no, it's because me and Frank both saw the report. Like Ian Rappaport pretty much kind of confirmed yo, Pittsburgh's going QB early, and we were all both like, oh, Malik to Pittsburgh, let's go. And then they picked Pickett.
So Dynasty stock market here. Lunis, I think it's only rightfully so. It's even though we made cash this week. Oh, that's the wrong thing.
Thank God for Sky Moore.
Stonks down for the boys. Sorry, it just has to happen.
It could have been such a because the worst part is I was considering Olave with that last spot instead of Willis. I was between Willis, Breece Hall, and Olave, and I picked by far the worst of the 3.
Dude, I sold Christian Watson to afford Malik Willis. Christian Watson was like the second biggest mover up.
Yeah.
Literally, like this, he gained like 1,000 value. That's 1,000 point, like a 1,500 point. Wait, no, that's like a 2,000.
2,000, yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, I can't even get the number right. It hurts so bad.
It's brutal.
So,
it's fine. At least JT's still out on the IL here he can't brag about being the biggest winner of the week.
Yeah, you got to give JT credit. I mean, I'm actually surprised Rashad Bateman didn't go up more than 600.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, only a 599.
But yeah, JT is the biggest winner of this week. I am currently the biggest loser of this week. Usually not what happens around here, but here we are.
I mean, loser's a strong term when you did gain 1,700 in value, but
yeah, but everyone went up this week. The draft gave everyone a huge boost.
I mean, I guess not all. I guess because of the potential upside and the fact that I bought literally the worst performing player over the course of the draft.
Yeah, the biggest faller.
And sold a top 3 riser for it. Like it hurts a little bit.
Yeah,
it hurts a little bit.
Stings. Hate to see it.
But yeah, we all did pretty good over the draft. Dude, Kenneth Walker only going up 46. I didn't even notice that. I was expecting him to go up a little bit more than that.
I honestly
pre-draft he got up pretty high.
Yeah, I think it's just because he was up so high already.
Yeah.
I don't know what running back he is off the top of my head. Where is it?
He's got to be like RB15, right?
He's RB13. He's RB13.
Wow, RB13. Okay, so maybe he did go up. God damn.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like how much higher than RB13? I mean, I guess ETN's RB12. So I mean, I'd rather have Walker than ETN.
Excuse me.
What?
I'd rather have ETN probably.
Really? How?
I can understand the argument, but for me, it's Walker. But yeah, ETN's RB12. Walker's RB13.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. And listen, I have fallen for the injury stuff before. All right, I don't know what the hell a Liz Frank even is. I know it's in the middle of the foot. I couldn't tell you what the hell the impact of a Liz Frank actually is, but I don't really care all that much. I just think ETN is a better prospect than Kenneth Walker is.
Is he?
I think he was.
I think coming out he was. Yeah.
I wasn't particularly hugely fond of either, but I think ETN is a better prospect.
The receiving upside is what gives ETN the edge for me. I think
right, but I think Walker is such a better runner than.
I'll give you that. Walker's.
I don't know. ETN broke a lot of tackles. He's got the second highest force missed tackle percentage of all the running backs I've ever tried.
I like ETN as a runner, but if you want to argue that Walker is the better pure runner, I understand it. It's just the receiving upside is what changes it.
Sure. And I think Walker.
Again, I still do think Walker should be ahead. I just understand it, but I was a little bit surprised to see Walker behind him.
Yeah, all right. We will get into the biggest risers and fallers, but I'm just gonna make 2 moves right off the bat.
What you got, Frank?
I'm selling Kenneth Walker purely because, well, just like we were saying,
how much higher than RB13?
How does he go up without playing? You know, he's not going anywhere up from here. So I'm out on him. Malik Willis, I am getting out before he goes down even further. Get off of my team. That hurt. That one hurt.
Yeah.
But those are the two moves I'm making right off the bat. I'm looking to see anything. Jameson Williams is pretty damn high. I might sell him. What's going on, P to the R? How you doing, dude?
I'm a Jameson guy. I think for now I'm going to sell because I don't see why over the next couple weeks he would go up.
Yeah, I'm going to sell as well. I think that there could be some Lions bait come in where he just goes down. Other than that, I thought I had Pickens. I guess
How do you feel about Brian Robinson? You keeping him through this week?
I'm going to keep Brian Robinson just because I think his price, for the level of prospect that I think that Brian Robinson is, clearly the landing spot isn't great.
It's okay.
But I'm going to hard diamond hands Brian Robinson with the potential of him usurping Antonio Gibson. I don't think it'll happen, to be completely honest with you. But I don't need it to actually happen. I just need a report. I need one report to say Brian Robinson looks better than Antonio Gibson, or
he's getting
Antonio
some
Gibson
first team
starts
touches.
off the offseason hurt and he gets the first team reps or something like little bullshit like that, and his value will go up a couple hundred.
Are you still holding Rashad Penny?
I can't give up on Rashad Penny, man. I can't do it. I'm going to take lock myself to death with Rashad Penny. Of all players, it's going to be fucking Rashad Penny that does me in. But
the guy that can't stay on the field for more than like 10 snaps?
Yeah, the guy that I've hated every single year of his career until, for whatever reason, the last 4 games of the season last year, I was like, RB1. You guys want to do any quick sells or buys even before we go into biggest movers?
I think JT put his stuff in there so we could cover his sells at least for now, and then we can come back to buys a little later on. But I know JT is going to be selling Trey McBride, Alec Pierce, Brian Robinson, and Matt Ryan. So a bunch of rookies that I guess he thought were overhyped due to landing spot or draft capital. And then Matt Ryan. I'm not 100% sure why, but he is.
Okay. So he's getting rid of Trey McBride too. So McBride, Brian Robinson, Matt Ryan, and Pierce.
Yep. Leaves him with a good chunk of change to be working with.
All right, Loon, Jake, any quick sells?
I actually have a couple that I want to do. Jake, do you want to go first, or if not, I can go first?
You're up, buddy.
Okay, let's make a couple moves. I'll sell Ayuk. Are one of you guys moving the players, or should I do it manually?
I can do it for you. All right, so you're selling Ayuk.
I'm selling Ayuk. I'm selling Jameson.
You got to be selling Malik Willis too, right?
Of course. It's like no, he'll bounce back. And then Brian Robinson.
Damn, we all got a lot of cash to spend here.
Yep.
This is going to be an interesting episode. Buy Justin Ross. JT might be buying Justin Ross.
Justin Ross.
I think he actually is, if we're going to get there. Right?
I love
That's hilarious. All right, Jake, you want to sell anyone?
Yeah, I'm going to be selling. I'm just taking a quick gander at what I got here.
I mean, if you want to think about it, I can bring up the biggest risers and fallers really quickly.
So I'm going to sell Matt Corral to get that one out of the way. I don't think he's really going to go up much unless he's named a starter, but I can grab that later in the offseason. Brian Robinson as well. I'm going to sell him. And how high up is Drake London right now?
I have no idea.
Receiver 13.
Damn.
Yeah. He's right ahead of Deontay Johnson and DJ Moore.
What is his price?
Oh.
That's pretty high. I don't know how.
Damn, he gained 500. He went a lot higher than I thought he was going to. I I thought his ceiling is what Jameson Williams was priced at around like 4,900.
Wide receiver 19.
I'm gonna diamond hands Drake London right now, just because I think he's gonna continue to go up as rookie drafts continue to happen, and people are gonna get obsessed with the age here, as people normally do. So I'm gonna hold on to these guys, but I am gonna sell Jahan Dotson as well, just because I think he's gonna get overlooked here by Terry McLaurin. And also going to be selling Sky Moore.
Are you selling Sky?
I think you can squeeze more value out of him.
Yeah, I think I'm going to hold Sky Moore a little bit more.
I cannot wait for Jarvis Landry to sign with the Chiefs. So I'm going to go with that, and those are going to be my sells for the week.
All right, so let's do it. Biggest movers of the week. Let me
Sky Moore
in the middle. Well, let's start off with the fallers first. And like we said in the beginning of the episode, Malik Willis is dead. He went from like early mid first to now like mid second value, losing 1,500. The worst buy so far of anyone in the Dynasty stonks.
Yeah.
Other than potentially JT holding Isaiah Spiller for super long, but even that, I'm not sure he lost as much as Malik Willis did in 1 week. So yeah, no real surprise there. Basically, any of the rookie quarterbacks that wasn't Kenny Pickett, if you bought them, you were not happy with what happened. Michael Carter, the other big loser of the draft. You know, the Breece Hall situation happened. Nightmare scenario for Michael Carter. He went down 1,100. Honestly, I thought he would have gone down more. If we're being completely honest, I thought he would have been like 3rd round pick valuation by now.
Who is this? Sorry.
Michael Carter. I think he's still valued at like a late second.
I think the value is just going to continue to drop, honestly. Like, there's just no way it doesn't. People are going to just continue to sell him off.
I don't think I'd trade a second for Michael Carter right now.
I wouldn't.
No.
I'd rather have the second.
Sam Howell, another like I said, the rookie quarterbacks are having a good time. Josh Jacobs going down 600 was pretty interesting. Me and Jake were talking about this before the sode. I think due to the declining of the 5th-year option, but didn't that happen like 2 weeks ago?
No, it happened pretty recent, I think, like right before the draft. It was the combination of them drafting a running back, even though it's not like Zamir White's better than Josh Jacobs, but it was a combination of that along with declining the 5th-year option. I can see why he's one of the biggest fallers.
And honestly, if you like Josh Jacobs, that 5th-year option being declined you're seeing it here, and I think it actually has happened in leagues that his price has taken a dip, an actual dip, a tangible dip in Dynasty League. So if you like the Josh Jacobs talent, he's a very interesting buy, because just because the 5th-year option was declined doesn't mean he can't re-sign, or doesn't mean he isn't going to be good.
It just means they don't like that number. I think with Josh Jacobs, for the most part, it's really been a health thing. It's not like the Raiders have had this great offensive line, but it's really just staying healthy. And then from here, we'll have to see if he does go to another team eventually. Well, I mean, this season he'll be on the Raiders. I still do like him as a value buy this season, especially if you're a contender, because I think it's going to be a high-scoring offense, and I think he's going to get tons of opportunities to score this season.
Jacobs' 5th-year option was declined last Wednesday or Thursday. All right, so it was this week then.
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill's value went down a lot. That's obviously because of the Malik Willis scenario. Justin Ross surprisingly went. I mean, I guess not surprising. He went undrafted, but I feel like a lot of people like him, and his ADP hasn't changed much, has it? Because he is in Kansas City now.
I mean, he fell a ton from going undrafted, but then he also got the Chiefs boost.
Because I'm pretty sure he was a 3rd round pick coming in. Maybe he was a late second, so he's dropped a little bit. But I thought he was a 3rd round pick coming in, and is remaining a 3rd round pick, it seems like. I could be wildly wrong there.
I do think he went from the beginning of the 3rd round to the very end of the 3rd round now. I'd be surprised to see him go early 3rd, unless there's like a Chiefs homer.
I mean, anytime a receiver is
undrafted,
gets touched by the Chiefs, they get a boost. Everyone has this fantasy of Patrick Mahomes throwing 80-yard bombs to whoever they have. So it doesn't matter that he went undrafted. People are still gonna, like I said, just be like thinking to themselves alone, like, oh, but what if Patrick Mahomes really just throws a bomb to him, and then I get all the points.
Yeah. Carson Strong, a big dip. D-Hop, a big dip, definitely because of the suspension. Deshaun Watson, a dip, which is kind of interesting. That might just be variance. It could be because people were expecting the Browns to bring in a little bit of a sexier addition to that receiving core than a David Bell in the third round. I don't really know. It feels like variance. Alberto, once again, feels like variance. Rondale Moore took a dip, which I think we talked about a little bit yesterday, was because of the Hollywood Brown edition. But
with the D-Hop news, he's probably going to shoot back up.
Yeah, but that's what I thought too. But he hasn't really seen. It seems like Hollywood is the one that has seen the movement upwards, and it has not impacted Rondale Moore's price that much, with D-Hop being suspended for 6 games. So very interesting there. Yeah, other than that, it just kind of like going down the list, it kind of just seems like random variance for the most part. Claypool probably impacted a little bit by the George Pickens pick.
Yeah.
Fournette potentially impacted by the Rachaad White pick.
Pickens is 1 spot ahead of Claypool now in Dynasty rankings.
That's actually a little bit wild. I did not expect that.
Yeah, Pickens is 38, wide receiver 38. Claypool is wide receiver 40.
Damn. So Claypool's not even a first round pick valuation anymore.
Yeah, no, he's a bit below 2022 late first.
Yeah, like definitely below a late first now. So, I mean, anything else? DJ Chark, the Lions brought in Jameson Williams, so clearly he's going to take a little bit of a dip. Ramondre Stevenson takes a dip as well because they brought in Pierre Strong and Kevin Harris, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they've drafted 2 running, that's so Patriots.
Deshaun had more poor legal news, which probably explains his drop.
I didn't know he had poor. I don't know.
I have no idea. That's interesting. I didn't hear about that.
I'll try to look something up on it quick. Give me 1 sec, but you can keep going through the rest of the list.
Other than that, is it like at this point it's nothing crazy. Nico Collins took a drop. You could honestly make the argument he should have dropped more. Now being like the perceived third option on the Texans, like his value now this year in terms of is he going to play on your roster is pretty low. Yeah, that's really it. All right, so let's go to the big winners. Okay, what happened here? Hello?
Yeah.
I don't know why there's a couple dudes that are just like chilling here. Malik Willis wants to be a big winner, but
just scroll past him.
Just scroll past him? All right. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, let me get Sky Moore on the screen. Bang. Biggest winners. Sky Moore, he won the Chiefs lottery. Congratulations to Sky Moore. Your draft stock has gone through the roof. He is now, I've seen him go in the 106 pick in rookie drafts.
Yeah.
Same. I think that's just so high. That's still so high.
That's what that Chiefs boost does for you, bro. It's the jetpack. We knew it was going to happen.
How did it work out for CEH? Come on now. Let's be real, people.
Yeah, I think there's definitely.
I actually think the CEH is hurting Sky Moore a little bit. I think the boost could have even been higher had it not been for CEH, because I think there are still a decent amount of people that like the point Jake made, and it's a fair point.
The amount of people I've seen on Twitter be like, "Don't let CEH scare you from taking Sky Moore in the first round." Oh, please get out of here. People are still gonna.
I mean, Sky Moore's still a first rounder in rookie drafts. It's just more so where in the first round.
Yeah, James Cook hit the Buffalo lottery for running back, the perceived best running back landing spot. He's been a pretty polarizing player. I've seen him His ADP is in the second, apparently. I have not seen him go outside of the second round in any of the rookie drafts I've done so far.
I saw him at 112 in the one I did over the weekend.
Yeah, I've seen him as a first-round pick in every draft. I saw him go 109. Lunis's draft 112. I think I saw him at 110 in another one. So I've seen him consistently as a first-round pick. I don't agree with it, but he definitely deserves to go up because of the landing spot. You can't disagree with that. And the draft capital.
Yeah, I think that was a big factor in it.
Alec Pierce, with outside of the Christian Watson, Sky Moore winning the Green Bay and Kansas City lotteries, probably has the best wide receiver landing spot outside of those big ones. Coming in is probably going to be the wide receiver 2 at the gates.
Yep.
Got second round draft capital. He already checked the athletic box, so Alec Pierce is doing nothing but improving his stock. And now with a perceived quarterback upgrade with Matt Ryan, very interesting to see. And right now his price is still below a second round pick. I mean, spoiler alert, I'm going to be buying Alec Pierce.
Same. That was one of the
I don't think that this is it for the Alec Pierce boost. I think he should keep going up. I probably value him as like a mid-second rounder in rookie drafts right now.
I definitely have him above in the second round price, so that's why I'm getting out on that, because I saw that same thing.
Yeah, congratulations to your guy Lunis, Christian Watson. He goes to Green Bay. Won the Green Bay sweepstakes. Is now going to be, people are going to be like, oh, he's the next wide receiver one in Green Bay. They're going to comp him to all the former second round picks that Green Bay has taken at the receiver position. So he goes up rightfully so. Damien Pierce. Now, this is one that is like people are all over the place with. Goes to Houston. I can kind of see both sides of the coin where I like Damien Pierce's film. I thought he was underused at Florida, but at the same time, he's now kind of being projected to be the RB1 there and get a bulk of the carries. And is that really gonna happen? I don't know.
I mean, I think he's the best running back there, but I very much see a Michael Carter situation happening where he's gonna split time to start the season with Rex Burkhead and I think Duke Johnson's there now.
They got 1,000 running backs over there.
I don't know who's there anymore, but they're gonna split time in a million-headed backfield. And then slowly as the season goes on, they're going to give it to Damien Pierce more. And then people are going to be saying, oh, Damien Pierce is worth a first-round pick. And then they're going to take Bijan Robinson.
Top 5 rookie running backs? That's a good question. Breece Hall easily 1. Kenneth Walker 2. And then just take the other 3 and throw them away.
3, 4, 5 for me would probably be Cook,
Marlon Mack, and Rex Burkhead. Yikes.
Yeah, no. It'd probably be Cook, Pierce, then either Brian Robinson or I'd lean Brian Robinson and then Spiller 6. But it's close. Brian Robinson and Spiller are close. I might pick Spiller. I like his landing spot more.
I would go. But I would go Damien Pierce at 3 purely because of the situation boost. Brian Robinson 4, and then. Man, I don't know who the hell. I guess I'd have to go James Cook, but I wouldn't. I don't like it. All right, I guess some of the other guys. Tyquan Thornton gets really random second round draft capital. We can actually buy him now. He's over 1,000 value. I haven't seen a lot of people really banging on the table for Tyquan Thornton. He was like one of my sleeper guys coming in, but now he's a sleeper no more. Are you guys in at any point on Tyquan Thornton? His price really isn't that high.
Are you talking for today's segment or just in general?
No, just in general. I mean, he's probably valued at a late 3rd round pick right now.
I think if you can get him in the middle of the 3rd round, that's a steal in your rookie drafts. Like again, like this isn't someone that we were going crazy over, but if the Patriots are spending second round draft capital on him, if you can get a second round receiver at the end of your end of the 3rd round, later half 3rd round, and a team that doesn't really have that many like solidified receivers, like who do you have? Like you have Devontae Parker, Kendrick Bourne. It's like Jacoby Myers is the one probably pretty good one, but he's a slot guy. Thornton, I think
Thornton in the 3rd round. I don't think it's a bad pick.
I think end of the third round is a steal.
Sure. I mean, in the end of the third round, you're just basically taking whoever has the highest draft capital half the time, or guys you liked as a prospect, regardless of whatever draft capital they got. So it's just like take your guys at that point. If you're a Tyquan Thornton guy, if you think he has the opportunity in New England to take a step because this receiving core is very average, go for it.
Rachaad White, nice if Lenny goes down at all. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people that really love Rachaad White. I think especially a lot of the data analytics folk like him because of his receiving market share and his like yards per team attempt and things of that nature. I just don't think he's a running back that really does much with the ball. He doesn't really break a lot of tackles. He's like all right as a runner. I just don't think he's very dynamic. I think he could be all right. I'm just for early second draft capital. To me, I think he's more of like a third round, late second round type of running back at most, and you have to spend an early second round pick on him. That's why I don't like it. I just don't think the value matches. I think Thornton is more valuable in the NFL than fantasy. I think I agree with that actually. The thing I like about Thornton is that I think he's a dude. He's got crazy good speed. He's like a stridey runner, and he can low-key go up and get the football if it's like a 50-50 ball or something. He's not necessarily amazing at it, but he can do it.
He's
probably at above average level.
He's pretty good hands.
Which is, it gives him an interesting skill set. And I think he's not just one of these, he very well could be, but maybe he has a little bit more potential than that classic, like, just deep threat speed guy that you kind of just have running to take away safeties all game. I don't know, but like I think the odds are more likely he's the runaway and take away safeties guy than an actually fantasy relevant receiver, unfortunately. But that is priced in. Jelani Woods goes to Indy. Really interesting landing spot and draft capital for Jelani Woods. I think he was an early third round pick. Super athletic. I actually thought that his price was going to go up more. I thought I thought Jelani Woods would be a late second round pick by consensus right now, competing potentially with. I think he would have been firmly behind Trey McBride still, but only a handful of picks where Jelani Woods is not going outside of the third round, even in tight end premium rookie drafts.
Yeah.
Like, he's just a firm third rounder. Like, to me, with how weak the second round is this year and with the landing spot, the draft cap, I thought he would have been competing for a second round pick.
I think I'd bet by rookie drafts, like in July and August, I wouldn't be surprised to see that he's a late second round, especially in tight end premium leagues. I think he should be.
I mean, tight end premium leagues, he's going to get a boost based on, I don't think Keep Trade Cut takes that into account. It's a nice landing spot going to Indy.
Draft capital solid early third.
Yeah. And I mean,
I just expected more, dude. I expected more of a boost.
No one likes tight ends.
Honestly, I was gonna say I don't think a ton of people know who he is unless they've been really scouting this class. I'm gonna be dead honest.
That, and I think when people get the option on Keep Trade Cut of who to keep, who to trade, and who to cut, like they're just gonna go, I don't know who that is, or it's a tight end, I'm gonna cut him.
Yeah, but even in the rookie drafts that I've been in, it's like just kind of mad draft capital for him. I mean, I agree with you guys. It is a tight end. People aren't usually like, can't wait to draft this late second round tight end. But I thought maybe that could have happened because of how athletic he was. Like, they see the relative athletic score, the fact that he's like arguably a top 3 most athletic tight end to come out in the draft. And
my comp for him was Jordan Reed.
And I thought people would have been like, holy crap, this guy's a steal. At the end of the second in a weak rookie class, hell yeah, every draft. Not happening.
I think give it time. I think he might sneak into that.
Okay. Second. Kenny Pickett, obvious boost, only quarterback in the first round.
Great situation.
Whatever. Jalen Tolbert, really interesting situation, gets drafted to Dallas.
Mm-hmm. I love Tolbert going to Dallas. I don't know why. It just, with Gallup being injured to start the year, I think he's going to really get a chance in camp to show how good he is and just play opposite CeeDee Lamb here. I don't know. It really just Dallas by themselves supports 3 wide receivers just because they pass the ball so much. So
that was the key.
It's just
what was interesting is that he wasn't in that run of receivers in the second round. He actually went in the third. And if you were to list out what number receiver he was, he actually went lower than people thought he was going to. But because he went to Dallas, people don't really care that much about the third round pick.
Third round isn't like that bad draft. Like, it's fine for him.
Well, speaking of draft capital, Wan'Dale Robinson going in the second round to the New York Giants.
Early second.
Yeah, an early second. That's really interesting because he low-key does check some boxes that aren't height and arm length. Like, in terms of
aren't measurables.
Yeah, like, I mean, his stats are great. His analytics are pretty darn good. If you watch his plays, he's shifty as fuck. It's just, I don't necessarily love him. I don't hate the price that you're investing him at. All right, real quick. All right, Rashad Bateman, because of the Hollywood Brown trade. Congrats, JT. Bateman is now apparently wide receiver 1 there. Even as a Bateman denier, he can't. This is like a perfect scenario for Bateman. Trey McBride, interestingly, went up by going to Arizona. I don't think people will necessarily love that landing spot, but he went up. I guess mainly because of the draft capital.
You're tied to a really good young quarterback.
Mechie goes to Houston. That's probably a pretty darn good landing spot there, just because it's like they seem to be building for the future. He's gonna have a role day one.
Brandon Cooks might get traded any minute.
Tony will suppress Wando's value. It's going to be really interesting to see how that whole scenario plays out between Tony, Galladay, Sterling Shepard, Wanda. I mean, it's a really, I don't even know if it's low-key, but just a very crowded receiver room in New York, and all those guys are pretty talented.
Yes, but I will say some of those guys get injured too. I mean, Tony stayed healthy through college, but he did deal with injuries his rookie year.
Sterling Shepard, has he ever played a full season?
No, exactly. Wandale, super small. So I think all of them will get their chances.
All right, I guess real quick, Hollywood went up. Surprise! I did not expect him to go up 450 keep trade cut points, which at his price is pretty big. I guess people really love the Cardinals, and plus with the D-Hop suspension.
Yeah,
I think the D-Hop suspension played a big role in this one as well.
Drake London went up 500, which is really surprising. I didn't think he was going to go up all that much. I just thought like it was going to be like, okay, well, we knew it was happening all along. He was valued as the wide receiver 1. Here he is. He went up 500. Treylon, no surprise to me that he went up, because I honestly thought that Treylon Burks was going to retake the wide receiver 1 spot after the draft with the draft capital that he got and the situation replacing AJ Brown. But nope. Drake London's just like still out there. Robert Woods definitely went up because of the trade. I'm surprised that Pierre Strong went up with that landing spot in New England. I think that's like, in terms of a mouths to feed situation, it sucks. I think the scheme fits fine, but I don't think anyone cares about that.
I think people are New England homers, and
I'm scared of any running back going to New England. I mean, I guess they're not re-signing Damien Harris when his contract lights up. I don't know.
Who knows? They probably will, knowing the Patriots.
I couldn't tell you.
I think it really depends on what he's asking for.
True.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson, Jalen Hurts, lastly, both go up because of the situation. Devin Duvernay up a little bit because of the trade. Olave up because of the trade up and draft capital. Khalil Shakir up because he has a Buffalo next to his name.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the moves.
Okay.
All right. I mean, we can get JT's out of the way just ahead of time because we know what he's going to do. If I could find it. There it is. He is going to buy Will Fuller. He is going to buy Justin Ross. There it is. He's buying the Chief. He's buying Julio Jones. He's buying Trey Lance. And he's buying Evan Ingram.
Okay.
So he's going with the free agency strat.
Yes, he is.
Did he buy Jarvis Landry?
No.
Who else did he buy? He bought
Justin
Julio.
Ross.
Ooh, that's Justin Roos.
Trey Lance and Evan Ingram.
Trey Lance, interesting.
Right. He bought Fuller, not Landry. Julio Jones. Did he have Landry? He must have had Landry.
I think he might have. He did at some point.
He does have Landry. All right.
Yeah, Ross, Lance. I think
Here, just getting on the radar. That makes sense. If just the name recognition boosted him up.
Evan Ingram.
I'm thinking of whether or not I want to do the free agency strat as well.
I'm not touching it. I'll come back to the free agency strat once training camp starting up.
I bought Alec Pierce. Really, I already kind of hinted at that move, but I don't think he's done going up.
He's only at 2,200.
Yeah, exactly. Like to me, I value Alec Pierce in this class. Now, this is like this class mid-second. I think realistically he would be more of like a mid to late second. Mm-hmm. I'm also thinking about buying John Mechie, but I think his price is like kind of where it should be.
I'm holding on to him for one more week. Is that all of JT's moves?
Yeah, he has 27 left in the bank. He's done.
Okay. I can make a couple.
Go ahead, Loon, take it.
Give me Tyquan Thornton. Jesus. he's at 1,000 and he was a second round pick.
Did I spell that wrong? How do you spell it?
It's Thornton.
Yeah, there's an N before the second T.
Tyquan Thornton. Interesting.
All right. Give me Alec Pierce. Still got some left?
You still have quite a bit left. You have 12,000.
12,000. There we go. Beautiful. See the rest of this. Give me. We'll go. Mooney.
Oh, you fuck! I was gonna do that. Now I don't feel good about it.
I mean, like I like Mooney. I thought he was a little bit low, especially since they literally didn't bring anyone in.
Yeah.
How much I got left? I got like what?
8,000, almost a little over.
Give me Zach Wilson.
Interesting. No, Romeo Doubs doesn't meet the threshold. I wanted to buy him. Real quick, I'm going to buy Jelani Woods now that we were talking about it.
Okay. And then let me know how much I got after Zach Wilson.
31.94.
31.94. 31.94. Who can I get for that? Give me like 15 seconds.
All right, I got my moves sorted out now. I'm also going to buy Zach Wilson, and I'm buying Devin Duvernay.
Okay.
Interesting. Are you leaving your 3,800 in bank?
Crap, I have 3,800 in the bank?
Yeah.
All right, I'm selling Rashad Penny then, just so I can make some space on my team. And who am I going to buy? I want to buy a chonker.
Yeah.
Mooney's an interesting pickup.
Yeah, I like the Mooney pickup. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start with Darnell Mooney as well.
You know what? You want to know who I'm going to pick up? Cortland Sutton. I might switch it to Mooney. Is he cheaper than Mooney?
He's slightly more expensive.
Oh my god. How old is Mooney's 24, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm joining the Mooney train.
All right. And I'm going to go with Treylon Burks.
Ooh, spicy.
I'm with you, Frank. I do think he's going to surpass at least Garrett Wilson here and move up a little bit in these rankings.
How much is he? He's $49.65.
Yeah.
Now I want to buy
him. And the other guy I wanted to buy, I'm going all in on the Bears, I guess, because I'm buying Cole Kmet.
Oh, fuck you. He was one of the guys I was looking at.
I just think he's way too low on the tight end rankings for being a 24-year-old tight end that shows promise and has a good young quarterback tied to him. So,
what is Freiermuth valued at? Does anyone know?
Big tight end 7. I don't know the number.
But I'm joining Jake. I'm on the Cole Kmet bandwagon.
Fuck, I was really about to say Cole Kmet. Yeah, I'm buying. Well, I have 3,100. It's limited who I can buy. So I was looking in that 29, 33,000 range.
For reference, Freiermuth is currently at 39.
Based on what happened last week, that means Mooney is a screaming sell.
It means they're about to trade for Debo.
Dude, I like it, Jake. We're Bear gamers. Bear down, baby. Bear down.
The Muth is currently tight end 7 at 3,900, while Cole Kmet is tight end 12 at 2,900, 1,000 behind the Muth.
See, I think that should only be like a 500 to 600 gap.
Exactly. So I'm with you on that one. So that's why
actually scratch it. I'm not going to go Kmet. Give me Trey McBride for my last spot.
Okay.
Give me Trey McBride.
I'll go right when y'all going left.
Bruh, you're going.
I've had Trey McBride for like a month and a half.
Shut up.
I went left a month and a half ago, bro.
You made too many lefts. You're back at the OG spot. He took 4 lefts.
Too many lefts.
But yeah, so now I think I'm done with moves.
Jake, you buying a bargain buy there at 1,016?
I don't know who's available.
Join the Thornton. Oh, 1,016. Oh, you're just missing out. You're just missing out. Yeah.
Can you buy anyone? Let's see.
I'm sure there's somebody.
1,016.
I'm going. You can get Tyler Conklin, Traquan Smith, or Darrell Williams, or Zay Jones. Those are your 4 options.
Wow. I think I'm going to keep it in the bank.
You don't want Zay Jones at 1,000?
Nah. Not about it.
Yeah, I was about to say, Literally, if you had just a little bit more, take Tyquan Thornton, but yeah, no, it's tough.
All right. Anyone else have any buys?
I got the chonkers, man. I got all the high value guys here.
I'm good here.
Don't know if that's the play, but that's what I went with.
Here. Yeah.
I've got a mix of a couple like high tickets, low tickets, medium tickets. I'm all over the place.
My hot ticket is I'm just hoping that like Twitter decides to just randomly hype up Zach Wilson this week and be like, oh, look at all these weapons. Breakout QB. So I'm praying for it.
Where is he ranked in the quarterback rankings right now?
QB 15.
Yeah, we got to get to QB 12.
If Jalen Hurts is at QB 12, he can reach Hurts.
The correct QB buy is Tua at QB 19 right now. That is absurd.
Hey, listen.
Is he QB 19?
Yeah.
That is pretty low.
That's so low.
I'm not going to be able to spell his name.
I mean, no. I can't either. I'm not going to.
Should I try? I'm going to try. Tua.
He's QB 19 46-41.
Loa. Oh my God, I got it right.
Wow, that's incredible.
I'm buying Tua. I'm actually switching it to Tua.
Wow.
Oh, so Frank's the true Tua guy.
I know. You want to know why? You want to know why I'm buying Tua? Because I saw a bunch of tweets about him with his like improved throwing motion and things. You got the organization that believes in him, all the weapons. I think Tua is going to go up a little bit. I think we're going to... Dude, next week, we're going to see some juicer Twitter threads being like, dude, Tua is underrated. Tua is about to be the next quarterback one. He was a better prospect than Justin Herbert. Remember that?
Yeah, I'd let him out for Miami. That's what I'm praying happens with...
You need to chill, John Smith. There is no reason for this. We did not ask for your aggression. We are a Tua believer pod only.
Speak for yourselves.
Jake's part of Tua on.
Jake is part of Tua. What did John Smith say?
Tua turn the ball. Tua turn the ball over.
Turn the ball. Oh man.
No, JT, I'm not worse than you.
They're both
you
terrible.
have something for Baker that doesn't make any sense. At least my Tua love makes sense.
The pot's calling the kettle black.
All right, well, I think that's going to do it from us here. It's only right that I end myself on the anti-stonks.
It's okay. That's me. It's me with Jalen Hurts, so I can't even front.
But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Let's stonk this week, lads. We all stonk last week for the most part, even though
it would have been such a good week if I just not Malik. If I just stuck with Olave.
We're out here. We are out here going to stonk. At least we're all positive.
We're all pretty close to each other. Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love you. Peace out.
See you guys.
Thanks, guys.